How does it feel to have over 5,000 people subscribe to you?
Damn good. When I started doing this, I had no idea if I was actually going to be successful at all, and I was actually very aware of what my chances actually were of getting any degree of success. So to reach this kind of a milestone, and right now we're sitting at like 5,530 something, it's very satisfying. I'm actually very pleased with the progress I've been making on this, and a lot of that just comes down to how awesome you guys are, because it's not just the publicity I'm doing. It's because some of you guys are out there saying, hey, there's this awesome channel on YouTube, you should check it out. And I really appreciate that. I've wanted to be famous for something since I was 3. And now it looks like I have a real shot at that. So this is literally a dream 25 years in the making, slowly coming to fruition. And you have no idea what that feels like right now.
Have you ever been compared to Markiplier in the way that you are both a sexy beast and have a sexy voice, or is that just happening now?
Oh, I'm being compared to Markiplier, am I? No, that's actually happening just now. You're the first person to actually point that out, although I have been told I have a very good voice for radio.
Why? Why are you doing this?
You mean the Q&A? Because I'm an attention whore.
What book has moved you to tears?
Well, being a tough, strong man, of course I don't cry when... ever. Except for The Amber Spyglass. The Amber Spyglass is the 3rd book in his Dark Materials, and I read that right after it first came out back in 2005, I think. I could be wrong on that. Just the way that it ended, the way that it concluded everything, and just the places the series took you to have everything wrap up, and for that to be the end, for that to be, for there to be no more story after that was saddening for me. Not to mention just how, I don't want to describe it too badly because that requires going into spoiler territory, but I can't really think of a way to describe this without giving some sort of a massive hint, like spelling everything backwards on screen. It's just, it wasn't fair, you know? It wasn't fucking fair. There, that's your hint. People who have read the book might be able to figure out what I'm talking about.
Just what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
I'm surprised it took me this long to get to this one. My favorite flavor overall would have to be cookie dough. And if you're also asking about brands, I guess I would go with Edie's. Brand isn't as important as flavor, but Edie's has like that triple whipped variant or whatever the hell it is. Everything tastes smooth as hell. It's very good.
Who was the best doctor?
Tennant, obviously. I mean, he had that fun, boyish charm. He picked up right off where Eccleston left off, and where Eccleston introduced you to the idea of the Doctor being this this dangerous renegade kind of a character. Tennant slowed things down, and he went more in a boyish charm kind of way, not as much as Smith did, but he became reliable and fun and just goofy, and he was out there. Well, I mean, it was just like that one time, I forget who was questioning him, but he has that scene, he's asked name, rank, and purpose, or something like that.
State your name, rank, and intention.
The Doctor. Doctor. Fun.
Plus the scene when he finally had to leave. That was heartbreaking, wasn't it? The whole setup was... Of course I am behind, and I haven't really seen that much of Capaldi, so...
Are Fezzes cool?
Fezzes, yeah, they're alright. But you know what? Stensons are cool.
Are you going to review Starship Troopers Invasion?
No.
What do you think of Spider-Man joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe? What do you want to see in the next Jurassic World movie?
Batman. Riding a T-Rex.
Have you gotten requests from other reviewers to do crossovers? Would you want to do another one with Diane Lee?
Hey Diane, you want to do another review?
Sure, fine, whatever.
Well, there we go.
What is your favorite and least favorite Nick Sparks book?
I would say my least favorite... No, I would say my most hated would probably be Safe Haven, just because it was a tremendously wasted effort. Unless I'm in bed at night, actually trying to go to sleep, I don't fall asleep while reading books. This one put me to sleep, like 3 times. It's just nothing fucking happens until chapter 17. I'm not even kidding, because that's when the abusive husband detective guy was introduced, and that's when the plot finally fucking starts. God! My least hated would probably be I Didn't Actually Write This by Nick Sparks. You see, it's this awesome novel in which nothing happens because he didn't write it because Nick Sparks is a fucking hack. I mean, fuck this arrogant, pretentious dipshit. Ugh.
Alliance or Horde?
You know, there's a lot you can really say that the Horde has going for them just because they have a more, I guess, diverse type of creatures going for them. You have, I mean, the orcs, the trolls, the tauren, the goblin, though. Fuck, whoever the hell the goblin leader was back when I was playing. Stupid fucking call thrall. You've enslaved your people! How about you lead them? But when you take the events of the Second War into account, you realize that the orcs are actually the bad guys and are part of an invading alien force, so fuck all of them! I'm for the Alliance! Actually, I played a mixture of both Alliance and Horde classes. Probably like 60-40 Alliance favored, but there was a lot of fun variety, and the Horde storylines actually do have a lot going for them, mostly because that's what Blizzard prefers to play. Fuck the moderators. And when you start actively sacrificing elements in the Alliance storyline, well, just to have the Horde have something to do. Oh my god, those writers had no idea what the fuck they were doing. Ugh! I missed that game.
In Microgod, what was the part you had the most fun in writing?
If you haven't read Microgod, I recommend you skip this section. I'll have a little blip up here for you to click, because I'm going to be talking about some minor spoilers. If you haven't read Microgod, check the description. There will be a link for you. It's really good. There's a scene in the middle of the story where Clark brings Clarence out of the warehouse and drags him to the hospital so he can start working there to try to make up for all the damage that he's done. And we have some amusing banter going back and forth between not just Clark and Chloe, but also between Clarence and the janitor that he's assigned to work for. And I had some fun coming up with the dialogue there, because the janitor says, "Oh, all right, kid, you're working for me now. Come on, someone barfed on the 3rd floor. We gotta go clean it up." And Clarence is kind of grossed out about this, and he says, "Oh God, does that happen very often?" And the janitor's laughs did not reassure him after that. And just having him walk off like that was a lot of fun for me. I'd also say that I really enjoyed the ending fight scene, because when I make a really emotionally intensive scene, or when I'm aiming for that, I'll put on music that fits the scene. In this case, I believe I was listening to Rammstein. And you just have that blasting as you're typing away like mad on the keyboard, as he's tearing apart all of the different gang members. It's just, you get a real rush going through that kind of a process. That's another tip for writers, though. Listen to music that matches the mood that you're trying to make. I found it helps.
Do you have a degree?
Yes, I do, right here. I have no idea who it belongs to, but I have it. I'm kidding. I actually have a BA in English from Ohio Wesleyan University. Right here. Have not taken this out of the original packaging ever since I got it, but it was funny because I was with my buddies Ryan and Ian when we first got these after the graduation ceremony, and I'm walking up to them. They're already together, just chatting. And Ian asks me, "So, how do you feel now that you have your $160,000 piece of paper?" Oh my god, that's exactly what this is. If I can't get a job, I just spent $160,000 on this for fucking nothing. And outside of the show, I'm using my degree for jack shit. So, yay, American educational system.
Have you ever visited the UK?
Yes, I have, actually, twice. The first time was on a week-long trip with my father. We just went to London and toured around a little bit, saw the usual touristy stuff, like we went on the tour for the Thames, and yes, I can pronounce it Thames, that's correct. Went to the Tower of London, of course, Aquarium, Hyde Park, Regent Park. I think we saw a play like almost every single night. And we went to this one restaurant called Cafe Fish like 4 times. It was so frequent, one of the waitresses actually started recognizing us, so by the end of the week I could just say, yeah, I'll just take the usual, which was like swordfish and snap peas, I think. We saw maybe half of what we wanted to see. London's a hell of a town, I gotta tell you. The second time was when I was actually part of a high school theater group that was invited to participate in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. So we spent like 4 days in London, and then we took a train from King's Cross Station up to Edinburgh, where we spent the next week and a half. It was an okay trip. The first was definitely beat the second one.